Today, from Seattle, Washington,
here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Shoves him away. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And Stroud now to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. They find some open field here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. They run again with Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Smith now to throw. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 46 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They're going to try and run. An early decision point here, Charles. Maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them, I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
17 yards for Joe Mixon. And the Texans are back within a couple of the lead.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the one here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, it's Smith.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Mixing up the middle. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And from the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Geno on 1st down. Flushed out right. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Stroud. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Mixon. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Well, Collins comes through. What a grab. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first down, here's Stroud. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The throwing again is Stroud. Flush to his right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 50, it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, Smith escaping the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Smith. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Geno. Flush to his right. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this is caught. It's Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. There he goes, left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Stroud off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1, Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell, a 5-yard touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Smith on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. From the red zone now, Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks will add to their fourth quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Houston set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Stroud working out of the gun. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Here goes Stroud again. That's caught again by Schultz. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Geno. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Kenneth Walker from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Stroud now on 2nd down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Stroud looking to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Smith now to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf 39 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?